really want you guys to do, what I request you guys to do is look at energy efficiency not in an incremental manner or as something that can provide incremental benefits, but as something that can provide exponential benefits as well. Jayesh?
Sure. Thank you, first of all, Narasimhan, for inviting and to be part of this panel discussion. So yeah, I come from Masters in Mechanical from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, way back 2005. Very keen interest to do research. So I joined GE's Global Research. First few years of my career were in research and catering to various verticals of GE businesses. They used to be in everything in 2005. Now they have reduced conglomerate, but worked for GE Aerospace, GE Gasification, GE Healthcare, whatnot. So different technologies, but using the same fundamental physics, heat transfer and fluid mechanics. That was my core. I realized soon that, what I really like is what I'm doing. It should be resulted in some output. And research, of course, you have to wait for a decade. The product which I worked in 2005 came out in 2014. Of course, by the time I had left that lab itself. So I joined GE's business unit called GE Transportation, now acquired by WebTech. There I had opportunity to work for GE's India locomotive, which are running now in the field. Got really good hands-on there and understanding the system. What engineering means once you have understood the fundamental. So worked on GE locomotives, starting from operator cab to cooling cab in between engine and inverters. Joined 2 years in another company called Lennox, built their CFD team in Chennai. That's where I met my current co-founder, associate professor at IIT Satyanarayan Seshadri, when I was employed with Lennox, an MNC for HVAC. Couple of years I spent, and then came out this idea. We have been improving machine efficiency. That's one part of driving efficiency. What is the other way? If you can just go and see where these machines are deployed in industries, buildings, and if you can really make them operate more harmonically and reduce, how much energy they are consuming per unit, output they are, be it cooling, be it heating. So that's where we are. Currently, I am the managing director at a company called Thermelgy. It's co-founded along with me and Satya. And currently, we are serving primarily building sectors. Within building, the focus has been around hotels, more the way we grew, to help them become more, carbon efficient. The opportunity is big, as Ashwin mentioned. It's not just industrial, even commercial buildings, if you take. And within commercial buildings, if you look at the buildings like hotels and hospitals, they are just, unaware of how to manage their energy. I mean, total buildings in worldwide, I was reading somewhere sometime back, is 100 billion buildings are there, right? And even India, the growth is such that we'll be adding 5x more buildings in the next 30 years. And we have a goal of reaching 2070 net zero. How can one do by not acknowledging the fact that building is one of the most inefficient energy intensity if you do comparison of industry? Industry is much more aware and educated in terms of how to manage their energy, and they're adapting technology, the processes. But when it comes to buildings, the entire focus shifts to the pattern. It could be a guest, it could be an employee. They don't give that much weightage as it should be given. So my really dream is from our solutions, if we can bring flat, 20% energy reduction. Now, reduction can come by managing the consumption, the consumption side of it, or by making machines run more efficient. The combination of two, and if you can do that across this 100 billion buildings across the world, we can really significantly contribute in our emission goals, not just India, as well as global.